Welcome to the Tarot Card Meanings session, in which I will describe first 10 of 22 Major Arcana Tarot cards. We will use Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, as it is most used and best known tarot deck in the world. Although the deck has only been around since 1910, it has become the gold standard for tarot cards. The word arcana means secret. The major arcana usually represent particularly striking elements or events that will have a powerful impact on your life, while minor arcana reflect day-to-day events and provide greater clarity to a generic reading. The minor arcana cards can be seen as being more detailed aspects of the major arcana cards. Minor arcana cards has temporary effects, and major arcana cards has a longer term impact. And there are altogether 78 tarot cards, of which there are 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana cards. Let us start now with major arcana cards by the number. We are keeping tarot cards in a wooden box. And in one small bag, so there will be no influence on them from some outside energies. Here I have 78 cards And we will find now the first 10 major arcana cards by the number. Numbering starts from number 0, which is the Fool, and then we will go to number 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The Devil is number 15, as we can see. The Empress is number 3, and that is our card. We have also here 56 minor arcana cards, which we will not use today. The Hangman is number 12. The Star, Major Arcana card number 17. The Hierophant is our card. It's number 5. Temperance is number 14. The Tower, number 16. The Fool is the first major arcana card with the number 0. Some put the Fool to the last of major arcana cards. The World, number 21. The Lovers, number 6. The Wheel of Fortune, number 10. The Moon, number 18. The Death, number 13. Justice, number 11. The Emperor, number 4. The Chariot, number 7. Magician number 1, the Sun is number 19, Judgment is number 20, the High Priestess is number 2, and Strength is number 8. I will move away these cards. We will not need them now. And I will place these cards on the table by the numbers. Strength number 8, the High Priestess number 2, the Magician number 1, the Hermit number 9, the Chariot number 7, the Emperor number 4, Wheel of Fortune number 10, the Lovers number 6, the Fool number 0, the Hierophant number 5, and the Empress number 3. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The Fool will be our first card that we will talk about. The Fool is the adventurer on the way to an important journey, with a head full of hope. He is idealistic rather than practical. Over his shoulder rests a modest bindle on the stick, containing everything he needs, which isn't much. The white rose in his left hand represents his purity and innocence. And at his feet is a small white dog representing loyalty and protection that encourages him to charge forward and learn the lessons he came to learn. The mountains behind the Fool symbolize the challenges yet to come. They are forever present, but the Fool doesn't care about them right now. He is more focused on starting his expedition. The little dog also tries to warn him of impending peril, but the Fool is ignorant of the risk he takes in stepping off a cliff. An absolute beginner described by the number 0. He is about to explore the world and gain experience. He will travel lightly without the baggage of commitment. The Fool is a dreamer, lead only by his needs and desires, and is usually a symbol for youth. Our second card, but with the number 1, is the Magician. The Magician is represented by the young man wearing the robe of a mage or prophet. His head is crowned with a floating, laid down symbol of number 8 that symbolizes infinity, eternity, balance, and life. The belt he wears around his waist represents a serpent biting its own tail, a symbol of eternal cycle of birth and death. Both infinity symbol and belt signals that the magician has access to unlimited potential. He holds a magic wand in his right hand, pointing up towards the sky, while his left hand is pointing at the earth. His positioning represents his connection between the spiritual realms and the material realms. On the table in front of him are the 4 symbols of the tarot suits: a cup, a pentacle, sword, and wand, each symbolizing one of the 4 elements: water, earth, air, and fire. It is also a sign that he has all the tools and elements he needs to bring his intentions to life. In the foreground is a row of leaves and flowers, symbolizing the blossoming of his ideas and aspirations. The magician is among the positive major arcanas. Its presence in a drawing usually forecasts favorable events. It symbolizes new beginnings, initiation, and team spirit. Number 2, the High Priestess sits in front of a thin veil decorated with pomegranates. They are a symbol of abundance and fertility. On either side of High Priestess stand two pillars. Marking the entrance to this sacred mystical temple. One pillar is black with the letter B for Boaz, meaning in his strength. And the other pillar is white with the letter J, Yakin, meaning he will establish. According to the Bible, Boaz and Yakin were two copper, brass, or bronze pillars which stood on the porch of Solomon's temple, the first temple in Jerusalem. The black and white colors of the pillars symbolize duality, masculine and feminine, darkness and light, stating that knowledge and acceptance of duality are required to enter this sacred space. The High Priestess wears a green robe with the cross on her chest and a horned diadem or crown, both some symbol of her divine knowledge and her status as a divine ruler. In her lap, she holds a scroll with the letters Torah, signifying it is a Torah scroll, one of the sacred texts of Judaism. It is partly covered. It will only be revealed when you are ready to look beyond the material realm. The crescent moon at her feet symbolizes imminent fertility and prosperity. Her intuition and subconscious mind. The High Priestess signifies divine knowledge and wisdom. Card number 3, the Empress. Here we see a beautiful woman with blonde hair wearing a crown and it shows her connection with the mystical realm and the cycles of the natural world, the 12 months of the year. She holds a scepter with a globe in her right hand, a symbol of power and authority. Her dress is patterned with pomegranates, a symbol of abundance and fertility. And she sits upon a luxurious cushions and red velvet. One cushion depicts a circle with an inverted cross, the symbol of Venus, a planet of love, creativity, fertility, beauty, and grace. The essence of the Empress. Beautiful lush forest and winding stream surround the Empress, signifying her connection with Mother Earth and life itself. She draws her sense of peace from the trees and the water and is rejuvenated by the energy of nature. In the foreground, golden wheat springs up from the soil, reflecting abundance from a recent harvest. The Empress is a sign of sharp intelligence, creativity, and ambition. Number 4. The Emperor is the father archetype, a symbol of male power and masculinity. He sits upon a large stone throne in a majestic posture. The Emperor wears a crown on his head, a symbol of imperial power. The back rests and the arm rests of the throne are decorated with rams' heads, symbols of determination, strength, and leadership. In his right hand, the emperor holds an ankh, cross-shaped scepter, the Egyptian symbol of life. And in his left hand is an orb representing the world over which he rules. He wears a red robe, indicative of his power, passion, and energy for life. Underneath it, he wears a suit of armor, suggesting that he is protected from any threat. His long white beard is symbol of his age, wisdom, and experience. He is an authority figure who demands to be heard. Behind his throne looms a tall, impenetrable mountain range, signifying that he is backed by a solid foundation and unwilling to make any changes unless he deems it necessary. Beneath these two peaks flows a small river, you can see, giving a sign that despite his tough exterior, he is still an emotional being. It will just take a lot of digging and trust to open him up to his softer side. The emperor represents the importance of strength, of character, and willpower to achieve your projects. Number 5, the Hierophant, is a priest in ancient Greece. He is sitting between two pillars of a sacred temple, wearing 3 robes. A red, blue, and white. triple crown. In his left hand, he holds the papal cross, a triple scepter, and with the right hand, he makes the gesture of blessing the two kneeling priests. Triple robe, triple crown, and a triple scepter highlights the importance of the number 3. This number can symbolize Holy Trinity in Christianity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. There are 2 crossed keys at the feet of the Hierophant, representing the keys to the kingdom of heaven and the balance between the conscious and subconscious minds. The Hierophant is a symbol of a middle-aged man and of wisdom. Number 6, the Lovers, shows a naked man and woman looking like Adam and Eve in the Bible before Eve ate the apple, leading to their exile from Eden. The sun is shining above them at the zenith, and a winged angel hovers in the heavens with open arms, blessing them. Behind the woman stands a tall apple tree with a snake wrapped around the trunk. The serpent and apple tree represent the temptation of sensual pleasures. Behind the man is a 3 of flames, which represent passion, the primary concern of the man. The 12 flames suggest the 12 zodiac signs, the symbol of time and eternity. The man looks to the woman who watches the angel as if she wants to announce to him that she will pick and eat the apple from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The two lovers represent youth, innocence, and pure love before any earthly sexual desire of flesh. This arcanum symbolizes earthly love between people and the fact that man and woman are constantly facing an inner struggle between vice and virtue. Number 7. The Chariot Tarot card shows a brave warrior standing inside a chariot. He wears armor decorated with crescent moons that symbolizes new beginnings, and a white square that symbolizes great spiritual strength. The laurel and star crown signals victory, success, and spiritual evolution. Although he appears to be driving the chariot, he holds no reins, just a wand, symbolizing that he controls through the strength of his will and his mind. The charioteer is not sitting down. He stands tall, signifying that he is ready for taking action. Above his head is a canopy of 6 pointed stars, suggesting his connection to the celestial world. In front of the vehicle sit black and white sphinxes, representing duality, positive and negative, and at times opposing forces. The sphinxes are facing in opposite directions, just like the two faces in a crescent moon on his shoulders. It is a sign of the disbalance, but the charioteer uses his willpower to steer the chariot forward in the direction he wants. Behind the chariot flows a wide river. You can see it here. Symbolic of the need to be in flow with the rhythm of life, while also charging ahead towards your goals and intentions. The chariot is an auspicious arcanum, a symbol of success, willpower, action, courage, and power. Tarot card number 8. Strength. A young woman here is gently closing a lion's mighty jaw. She has tamed this wild beast with her calming, loving energy. The lion is a symbol of raw passions and desires. And in taming him, the woman shows that animal instinct and raw passion can be expressed in positive ways when inner strength is applied. She doesn't use force, but she channels her inner strength to subdue the lion. The woman wears a white robe, showing her purity of spirit. A belt and a crown of flowers are symbols of growth, and metaphorically it means the growth of the spirit. Over her head is the symbol of infinity, representing her infinite potential and wisdom. Card number 9. The Hermit is a man all alone, old and bearded, wearing a long cloak with just his staff and lantern as his companions in a snowy wilderness. Inside his lantern is a glowing star, a symbol of wisdom and guidance that lights his way ahead. As the hermit walks his path, the lamp lights his way, but it only illuminates his next few steps rather than the full journey. He must step forward to see where to go next, knowing that not everything will be revealed at once. The hermit's cloak and the lantern are implying that truth is often hidden. A long staff in his hand that he uses to guide and balance him is a sign of his power, self-support, and authority. The hermit stands alone on the top of the mountain, which symbolize trials which he should pass and hardships which he needs to overcome. The Hermit Arcanum symbolizing that you can reach your goals and make your dreams come true by looking for the light and the answers you need within you and learning from the experience that you will collect in time. The last card in tonight's session will be card number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. It is a complex tarot card. Shows a giant wheel with many symbols on the wheel itself and around it. It is also one of the complicated cards to explain. In medieval and ancient philosophy, the Wheel of Fortune, or Rota Fortunae, was a symbol of the capricious nature of fate. The wheel belongs to the goddess Fortuna, who spins it and changing the position of those on the wheel. Some suffer great misfortune, others gain windfalls. The wheel symbolizes the eternal life of the soul and all the changes it goes through. 4 Hebrew letters are inscribed on the wheel's face. On English they are Y, H, V, and one more time H. But we pronounce them as Yod, He, Va, He. And they represent the unpronounceable name of God, Yahweh. Beside the 4 Hebrew letters on the wheel's face are also inscribed 4 Latin alphabet letters T, A, R, twice, these letters can form word tarot. And if we read them starting from the bottom side, we will get the word rotta, which is a Latin word for wheel. As Hebrew is read from right to left, just the opposite of English and many modern languages which are read from left to right, we can also read these letters as Torah, T-O-R-A, Torah. And it can be a version of the word Torah, meaning the body of wisdom and law in the 5 books of Moses. Some believe the tarot is a journey through the Torah. The middle wheel has the alchemical symbols for mercury, sulfur, and salt, which are in alchemy the 3 primes or tria prima, and are representing the spirit, soul, and body. Alchemists illustrated the theory of the 3 primes by burning a piece of wood. The fire was the work of sulfur, smoke of mercury, and the residual ash of salt. Human beings are organized in similar way. Salt corresponded to the body, mercury to the spirit, which is the source of imagination and moral judgment, and sulfur represents the soul and stands for emotions and desires. The 4th symbol on the middle wheel is water. Water is a symbol of wisdom, power, and life. On the outer edges of the wheel, we can see characters from ancient mythology. Sphinx that sits on the top of the wheel, representing knowledge and strength. Anubis, the Egyptian god of the dead, who welcomes souls to the underworld, symbolizing transformation and new beginnings. And the snake is a symbol of temptation and overcoming challenges. In the corner of the card, we see 4 winged creatures representing the 4 authors of the Gospels. They are often represented with their attributes. The lion represents Mark because his Gospels starts speaking of Saint John the Baptist, who preaches in the wilderness. His voice is like that of the lion, a strong and noble animal. The bull is Luke because he starts talking of the sacrifice of Zechariah to God and the bull is the symbol of sacrifice and the desire for a spiritual life. The eagle symbolizes John because it is an animal which is considered to be very wise, and the evangelist of John is more abstract and theological than the others. Finally, the angel is Matthew because he is the only one who talks of the genealogy of Christ, the Son of the Father, and moreover represents divine love sent by the angels to the humans. The Wheel of Fortune is a dynamic arcanum symbolizing risk and taking the initiative. If you draw this card, you are urged to be bold because the Wheel of Fortune has positive effects in every domain: love, money, work, health. With this explanation, we will conclude our session for tonight. Thank you for watching and good night.